All right, guys, we are back on our retaining wall backfill project. You guys haven't seen the other videos. We got that section pretty much done Friday. We are back. Today is Monday. And the goal for today is to start in on this wall here on the other side. So basically this wall here is going to go straight, go from the corner of the house straight over and basically dead end in that bank over there. It's going to be 3 blocks high at the house. May step down to 2 blocks high. I don't know for sure. We'll see how it goes. This one tree here is just going to have to go so we can gain access to get around there. And it's, well, I don't think it's really got a whole lot of value, so I don't think anybody's going to miss the poor guy. The good news is, like I said, it's a beautiful day. The bad news, oh, I guess it could be good news. We are working solo today. Matt's taking the week off to go hunting. Aaron is still working in the power plant, and Jerry's finishing up another job. He may be here to help us a little bit tomorrow, but we're going to see what we can get done by ourselves today. So let's get the old 120 fired up. Already got the fluids checked in there this morning. Like I said, it's not really that cold this morning. It's kind of a nice day. Oh yeah. Let her warm up a little bit. I'm gonna get these blocks set up out of my way, switch buckets, and then we'll get that tree out of the way, get our foundation dug down there so we can get a rock in, see if we can get some blocks set. Let's see if we get this tree down. I prefer not to push it. Whoa, that thing is not in the ground hardly at all. I don't want to screw around and put this thing on top of the house, but I'd like for it to go that way if at all possible. Come on. There we go. There we go, hang on. Come on, 120, you got this. Maybe. Plus a few roots right here. If I push it straight over that way, it'll probably be fine, but it's going to be really close to hitting the property line. I don't think it'd be a huge deal, but if we can keep from it, why do it, huh? Alright, let's try her again. Come on, baby. There we go. Perfect. Some of you guys may have figured out where we're at. This lot right here next door is the one we did last spring. We took all the trees off there. That's the lot that had the great big sandstone rock we dug out with the 120. Several videos on the channel of doing that. And just on the other side of that lot is the one we did this spring where we had the 210 up here and built the great big sandstone retaining wall. Done quite a bit of work down here on these lots over the years. Go, that'll open us up. All right. Now, really gotta watch what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys can see up there, but if I'm not careful, I can hit that. Hit the house, which we don't want to do. I'm gonna try to get some of this mud dug up out of here. Get some rock put down. We'll get some rock put down for our footer. We'll try to stack some blocks. find the grease guy. We got a pin sticking somewhere. Just greased this thing the other day too. Alright, let me finish getting this dug out here. Then we'll jump down there and check our grade. And if we're good, we'll start packing some rock. Well, it looks pretty good from the top side up here. Let's see if we can wiggle our way to the bottom here. I need to dig me some steps in going down this hill. I got a feeling, working by myself, I'm gonna make a few trips up and down the old hillside here, but oh, don't look too shabby. I think I'm just a little bit high over here on this corner yet. The rest of it looks pretty good. That is our foundation drain pipe. We're gonna extend it on down behind this wall here, but let me take a few more scoops out. So I need to take a little bit out from about here back. So let me take those out, and then we'll hop on the skid steer, pack some rock over here, get it leveled off, and see if we can set some blocks solo. Let's see if we can get a little bit of rock stuck around down there. I'm going to try to do it from the bottom side. I think we can get in there without too much trouble. One way to find out. Here we go. All right, that leveled up fairly nice, not too shabby at all. The goal is, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a seam in that wall right there. We're gonna stack right on this side of it, come this way. Basically, this wall is gonna come about 24 feet, tuck into this bank a little bit, kind of disappear or terminate into the bank there. I was gonna paint me a line on the ground to kind of give me a straight line of reference to go from up off the top of the hill there, but I can't seem to find any paint this morning, so guess we're gonna have to do the old eyeball and trips up and down the hill. So let me get, let's get a few blocks. It's gonna take 4 6-footers to do this bottom course. We need to get this bottom course in here, get it set, get it straight, get it where we like it. And then we'll go to the second course. So I've already got 2 6-footers up here on top of the hill. Let's take the skid steer down and get 2 more 6-footers, which will make our 4, because 2 plus 2's 2 plus 2 is 4. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those mornings. And hopefully, I think if we can get this first course set, the second course should be a little bit easier because we got that bottom reference to go off of. The question mark is going to be how much shimming are we going to have to do to get those blocks to sit in their level. That's where Matt is really a big help, kind of keeping an eyeball, because I can't see this side of the wall from up there on top, and I can't get the 120 down here to set them from the bottom. Easy there, skid steer. Oh, hold on now. So it's kind of going to be a little bit of a guessing game, but I think we'll get at least this wall straight. We don't have a whole lot of obstacles compared to the other side. If we get the forks back on, we'll pack a couple blocks up there. We'll make it work. All right, time to do a little block fishing. I got myself up against this address rock, but I think we can get her. A little harder to do with the skid steer, but look at that. Got it. Steep right here at the beginning, but we're making it work. Got 2 up here, so we'll get 1 more up here. That should make our 4 for the bottom. See if we can get them set. It's time to switch weapons, see if we can get this first block set. I do not have to cut the tongues off these, or not, at least this first 6-footer I won't, because the groove goes up against the wall to get the pretty side out. I do got to be super careful on this overhang up here not to hit it with a machine. If we can get down and underneath it. Next course is going to be tight. I'm going to shorten my chain up a little bit. Easy done. hydraulics actually do a pretty decent job straightening themselves up if you can get them end to end. Bam, there's the first one. I'll make an assumption it's just a little bit high on this end. I like that. Alright, let's set one more. And before we get too carried away, we'll go down there and eyeball that and kind of make sure we're heading in a direction we like. Stop right before it hit the pipe. I don't know if you guys can see, I keep talking about how tight it is up here. I gotta go down far enough to get under to work underneath that overhang there. I've got the room to do it, but it's just I kind of got to watch both ends at the same time. Set in there nice. I guess let's go down and see how straight we are and what trajectory we're running at. Definitely set in there good enough. All right, let's go get an eyeball on it. I'll tell you what, guys, for an absolute guess, that looks really well. Two blocks look nice and straight. They look square to the house. We're lined up on our groove we want to be lined up on right there. This one here may be tilted back just a little bit. I'd rather have it tilted back than tilted forward. And if it ends up giving us too much of a trouble, we'll shim the next course on top. So we got a good straight line to keep our eye on. So let's go ahead and get the other two 6-footers set here on the bottom. That'll give us more of a, even a little bit more of a reference, but I'm liking it so far. Tell you what, guys, we got that first row of blocks in there, and if that's not straight, I don't know what is. That looks, you can see how off the blocks are, but as far as you just kind of look through the imperfections in the blocks, that is nice. Like I said, that very first block I think is leaning back just a little bit, but who knows? The next block we go to sit on top of it maybe leaning the opposite way. With these things, you just don't know. So I'm not going to get too carried away with adjusting that until we get the next block on it and kind of see what it looks like. And with these blocks here sitting on the rock, I'm kind of tapping around them, shimming a little bit. This next course, I don't quite have that option, so that's when we got to go with the nuts, bolts, washers, rocks, whatever we can find, and kind of tweak them a little bit to get them to go. So the next course, we'll start off with a 4, and I think we're going to run 6s all the way out. We may even let this last 6. This hole here is not really going to matter. We may fill this up with rock, let that last 6 come out over here, and we kind of stair step up the hill a little bit. But let's go ahead and get our next round of blocks. Let's see, we need a 4-footer. Need 1 4-footer. Is that right? 1 4-footer. And 3, 4, 6-footers. That'd put that block out there 4 feet, not 2 feet. I think that'll work. We may have to do some finagling, but I think it'll work. I think we'll make it work. Let's make it work. Got our blocks packed up here. It is time. Course number 2. I think what we're going to do is we're basically going to do this like 2 blocks at a time. We'll stack 2 blocks, jump down there, check them, make sure they don't need to be shimmed or adjusted. Then we'll do 2 more. Get this one a turn. Come on, block. There you go. Come on around. There we go. This one here is 1 block we had to cut the end off of to get it to go up against the house good. Well, you fit in there all that time, to be honest with you. It may have some mud underneath it. Yeah, it's definitely got something underneath it. Let's pick it back up and see what it is. Oh no, actually set down there halfway decent. Let's grab the other one. Come back to it. Check this one for mud before we put it down there. It's pretty clean. It must be our lucky day, guys. We are going right up that line on the wall. I mean, just absolutely perfect. The level's reading within a 1/4 inch, which on these things is excellent. Face of the block's lining up good. I may pull this one here back just that little bit to get that face there to line up. But man, I like it. Let's tweak this one back just a little bit. Let's set 2 more and we'll check it again. Man, oh man, check that out. First 2 look good, so I went ahead and set the 3rd one down there. It's gonna need just a small little shim. Actually, it needs some rock on that back corner to kind of level it up a little bit. But the rest of these look absolutely awesome. I'm just dumbfounded, surprised, thankful. All the above. This is what I'm talking about here. Kind of see how it's wider here, shallower there. This block here is kind of tilted down a little bit. This block here is level. This block here, it's not horrible. It's close. That back corner is just a little bit low. So I think I'm going to pluck it up out of there. We'll throw a little bit of dirt back here in that back corner, and then I'm going to get the rest of the block packed around here. We got 1 more course to go. We are knocking this thing out. It's looking good. So let me get that rearranged. We're going to hammer down time lapse the top course. We'll see what she looks like. Well, there it is, all stacked out, guys. I'm extremely pleased with the way that turned out. Had to shim the first 2 quite a bit, this one here just a little bit, and then they kind of fell naturally right back into place. Worked out absolutely awesome. You can see right here, we're still exactly on that line, which is where we wanted to be. Matt got just a little bit wild down there with his tar front faces. are lined up really well, actually. Really well, surprisingly well. So got our pipe kind of laid in behind there, so that's pretty much going to be a wrap for today. That was the goal, was to get this wall built, because I think tomorrow Jerry's available. He's going to help me. We'll basically put the bucket on the 120 backwards, come in here, and the goal would be to get this back filled up. And eventually, once we get that back filled up, we're going to have to reshape this whole back hill up here behind the house. The ultimate goal is to get some drainage, but then still leave access around. Hopefully we don't hit any major rocks that causes any major trouble, I guess would be the best way to put it. But that'll be to be determined. So hopefully tomorrow we can get this backfill, and then I think that's going to be pretty much a full day of kind of schmoozing around back here, seeing what we got. And then after that's all said and done, we'll come in here and reprofile this hill, kind of work our way out of here and see what we got. But all in all, I'm very, very, very pleased. Very, 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 very pleased with how that went, especially down a little bit of help. We still got the job accomplished. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Want to make sure you don't miss out on the backfilling and the sculpting. I'd consider subscribing. That way we can catch you guys on the next one. Later.